I see more than 3 wires, I don't want to touch it. So he's a tremendous help with that. He removes the snow for us during the winter time. He's really tremendous. So I'm hoping he comes in before the end of the show. So we also have an American League MVP. Now the American League MVP, she doesn't help us with the snow removal. She doesn't help us with the sound system. But we've had about 80 shows here over the course of the last year, and she's been in every single one of them except for one. So I think she definitely deserves the MVP award, as well as being a sponsor. She was actually the first person to sponsor us, Ellipser Books, and that wasn't good enough for her. If you look about 8 or 10 sponsors down the line, she also sponsored us with her own name. So we appreciate her very much. Here she is. I need to call my wife up as well to give her the award. And this is the way we're going to do it. This hasn't been explained to anybody. We want Betty on the second step.
Hello,
Face the audience.
Wow.
Just like the Olympics.
She's got to lean down a little bit. She's got to go over her head.
All right.
If she would like to say something, she's certainly welcome to, or if she's shy like Glenn, she can
I
just
am
walk
so
away.
shy. I've never been on stage before. Well, actually, thank you all for being here. I was telling Chris he
You
loves
can
me.
use the mic if you want.
Okay. I thought I had to stay there. I was telling Chris that he loves Brian because of Dorn Space, and I told him I love Dorn Space because of Brian.
All right.
We've been friends for 2.5 years. Thank you.
So the next award goes to what I'm calling our Hometown Hero Award. Now this particular individual, she is the lead singer for the group Flame. And Flame has been all over the world. They've been on national TV, they've been on the Today Show and many other shows. And she's really the face of music in Gloversville, New York. We appreciate her so much, and we're looking forward to having her back here again to do another show. Here she is, Michelle King.
Michelle King. Congratulations. Want to say anything? Sure.
She'll be singing later, so stick around.
I'd like to thank everybody and Brian Dorn for having me here today. Since the first time that I came with Bill Ackerbauer, we played there in February, and I did it. This is, I've been singing since I was 3 years old, and I did it, and I taught myself how to sing, and I played the guitar, and I'll be singing for you guys later.
Yeah.
So earlier this year, I think it was in May, Gloversville had a special event. It was called, I always mess up the name, but it was, I think it was called like the 101 Day, meaning they were hoping to get 100 different acts of kindness going on in the city at the same time on the same day. So they asked us at Dorn Space if we could do an event here for the community. And I said, absolutely, we'll do the best we can. So the first guy I contacted, because he was coming from very far away to other people's shows, you know, supporting us, driving like hour and a half, 2 hours to see his friends perform here. He was coming to our Christian open mic. So I thought he'd be a great person to ask, and he didn't even hesitate. He came out and did a free show for the city of Gloversville. We appreciate him very much. His name is Dwayne. He goes by D-Dubb Experience DeLong. Here he is. This is the Service to the Community Award.
Wow.
Dorn Star.
I'd like to thank Brian and Laura for having us all here and letting us do our thing, you know. That's what it's all about. I want to support everybody as much as I can, as we support each other. And God bless you all.
So D-Dubb not only comes out to these different events, but he also films almost everything he's at. So if you perform today, there's a pretty good chance you're going to find yourself not only on Facebook, but on YouTube. We appreciate him so much. D-Dubb Experience the Long. The next award is the Music Outreach Award. And just like D-Dubb does great work and Michelle does great work, these two particular people, if you go on Facebook, if you just follow what any of the local libraries are doing, these two individuals are farmer markets or all different museum events. These two people are going to pop up over and over and over again because they're tremendous people. So they get the Music Outreach Award, Tom Stottle and Cosby Gibson.
All right.
All right.
So how are we going to put this medal around after this?
Good guy.
Who's gonna get it?
We're just kidding, Tom. We got one for you.
There you go.
And one for you, Tom. I'm gonna forget you. Want to say something?
Without him, we wouldn't be here today. So let's hear for Brian and Laura.
This is really important to us because Tom and I work really hard in the community. We did a bunch of food pantry mini concerts. Tom had an open mic, community open mic for about 8 years, and Party in the Park completely free for the community. So we really believe in doing a lot of benefit work and a lot of stuff to bring people together. So thank you so
Right.
much.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll be having Cosby back. I don't know if we'll be having Tom back.
Yeah, brother.
So we're going to get out one more award, and then we're going to go back to the talent. And we'll be giving out more awards as the show continues. But this next award is called the Poetry and Prose Outreach Award. And this is going not to an actual individual, but to an arts council. And it's called the Foothills Arts Council Incorporated. And they've been working very hard in Montgomery County. They've been working hard in Fulton County. They did a nice event here at Dorn Space that they sponsored a poetry event in April, and we appreciate that very much, in which Therese Broderick, who is here today, was a feature in that. Tom Francis, who's supposed to be here, but he's not here yet. And they're also having a writing contest coming up, and I'm going to grab a sheet of paper real quick so I can show you all what that's about. I don't want to be good at sound, but you know what everything. So the Foothills Arts Council Incorporated is doing a creative writing contest. I believe it's free, but there's 3 categories. And maybe Joan can talk about that, but it's poetry, fiction, and nonfiction. And I believe they're giving out some sort of award for top 3 in each of those categories. So the deadline, I think, is November 1st, but we have a whole bunch of flyers in the back by the back door. So grab one or more of those before you leave. So the president of the Foothills Arts Council Incorporated, Jay Tom, couldn't be here today, but he sent a wonderful person who's been here for many of Dorn Space's other events, and we're glad to have her here to accept this award on behalf of the Foothills Arts Council Incorporated and Jay Town. Here she is. I hope I don't mess up her last name. Joan Koska? Yeah. All right.
Congratulations. Go ahead.
Yeah, pick up a flyer for the creative writing contest. It is free to enter. And you have a chance to win publication in an upcoming anthology. And I also want to invite you all to our play performance that we're putting on September 27th, 28th, and 29th at Pauling Hall in Hageman. It's Almost Maine, a romantic comedy, and it's a fundraiser for the Foothills Arts Council. So thank you.
So we're moving on with the music, and the next act is Don Kelly, Irish Don Kelly.